Welcome to Sunday School for our junior students for October 22nd, 2023. I do not own the rights to this music. The Bible basis is coming out of Genesis chapter 21, verses 13 through 14, then verses 17 through 21. Genesis chapter 26, verses 2 through 5, and then verses 12 through 13. The title of today's story: Oh, Brother. Brothers are overrated, Sammy decided. He glanced at the Keep Out sign posted on Keith's door and left without knocking. Sammy had been excited to move in with his dad because Dad's new wife had a son, Keith. Dad had promised the boys would be brothers, but so far Keith wasn't acting like one. Music blared from Keith's room. Sammy slouched against the wall with his arms folded. Dad climbed the stairs, getting all settled, son? Sammy shrugged. Keith doesn't like me much. Give it some time, Dad said. Hey, isn't that the room you picked? He pointed at the room with the Keep Out sign on the door. Yeah, I wanted that room, but Keith took it. Can you make him change room, Dad? Just then, Keith's door burst open. Too late. I got it first. Mom said I should get to pick since I was part of this family first. Sorry, kid. Your room is down the hall, far away from mine. Keith smirked and shut the door. Sammy was crushed. Only one day here and he already didn't belong. Have you ever felt out of place? Discuss how that made you feel. How did you try to fit in again? What would you do if someone else was getting special treatment and you were left out? Today's Bible story is about two brothers from different families. They both had the same father, Abraham, but they had different mothers. Abraham had one favorite son, Isaac, but God didn't. He lovingly blessed both brothers. Genesis chapter 21, verses 13 through 14, and then verses 17 through 21. Genesis chapter 26, verses 2 through 5, and then verses 12 through 13. And also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and took bread and a bottle of water, and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder, and the child, and sent her away. And she departed, and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. And God heard the voice of the lad, and the angel of God called to Hagar out of heaven, and said unto her, What aileth thee, Hagar? Fear not, for God hath heard the voice of the lad where he is. Arise, lift up the lad, and hold him in thy hand, for I will make him a great nation. And God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went and filled the bottle with water, and gave the lad drink. And God was with the lad, and he grew, and dwelt in the wilderness, and became an archer. And he dwelt in the wilderness of Paran. And his mother took him a wife out of the land of Egypt. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swear unto Abraham thy father. And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because that Abraham obeyed my voice, and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Then Isaac sowed in that land, and received in the same year 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him. And the man waxed great, and went forward, and grew until he became very great. When we belong to God, we can find our true identity as His child. No matter what kind of family we come from or what our lives are like at home, all God's children will inherit the same blessing of salvation, and all are equal members of his family. Question 1. What did God promise Hagar he'd do for her son? Question 2. How did God bless Hagar's son Ishmael? Question 3. What did God promise to do for Isaac? And question 4. How did God bless Isaac? The memory verse for today's lesson. And all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice. For in Isaac shall thy seed be called, and also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. And that's Genesis chapter 21, verses 12 and 13. You may have to use a piece of paper to complete this next project. We encounter many labels in our lives, both good and bad. The crowd we hang with, our talents and abilities, the type of family we have, our neighborhoods, our race, and even our age label us in some way. On a sheet of paper, list as many labels as you can that have been applied to you. When finished, circle the ones that matter most to God. Have you ever felt left out or rejected? Your challenge this week is to notice people around you who are left out. Look past whatever labels have been placed on people and try to see them the way God does. Write down the names of several people that are regularly excluded from things such as school activities or community or family events. Next to each name, include specific ways you can make that person feel included and bring him or her into your group. The end. God bless you and thank you for joining me today.